4th and goal to go to 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
Here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
All right, and finally, this one too. I mean, this is obviously, this goes back to obviously Coughlin, right? So you got Coughlin, then you got McAdoo, then you got Shermer, then you got Judge, and of course you got the absolute trash of Brian Dable. It's just 12 straight seasons in a row. The Giants have accomplished this feat. What's the feat? Well, they have not scored more than 20 points in a home opener in the past since, was it 2014? 2014. So since 2014 to 2025, it's 12 seasons. In a home opener, the Giants scored, I'm going to go back. We're going to take a little look at it here. But the Giants have not scored more than 20 points in a home opener since 2013. One time they scored 20 points. One of the times in 2016, was that what we won? I don't know. Wait a minute. 2016, we beat the Saints. 2022, we beat the Panthers. We scored 19 points. We won 19-16, I think it was. We'll take a look. I'm going to share my screen and take a look. But we haven't scored more than 20 points in a home opener since 2013. And also, what I read in one of those articles, the Giants have scored fewer than 10 points in the past 2 years, like 9 times, I think it was. So we've played 3 games so far. 2 of the 3 games we scored less than 10 points. It's painful, very, very painful. I know. See, one of the things is that I can't remember what year it was when Bill Parcells, they lost Vinny Testaverde. Was it let me just look here. Might have been 1999. Let me New York Jets. All right, let's see. Bill Parcells, they were 8-8. Is that right? Let's see here. They had their punter in there. Is that Tommy Chupa? Yep, it might have been the Tommy Chupa game. Kicking. Where are we at here? Yep. There we go. That was it. Okay. So week 1, and it's unbelievable. Week 1 at home. Okay. Then Vinny Testaverde started the game. Right. Vinny Testaverde started the game. All right. And he went, then he got injured. Okay. They put Rick Meyer in there, who went 4 for 11 for 28 yards. He threw 2 interceptions. So then they put their punter in there, Tommy Tupa, who was a quarterback, but he was also their punter as well. So I think did he punt during the game? Let me just make sure. Yeah, Tommy Tupa. He punted 3 times. Yeah, during the game. Okay. So the first game of the season, in the 1999 season, okay, the Jets had their starting quarterback in there, and then he got injured. And they had their backup quarterback in there and did horrible. And then they had to put their punter in there. Tommy Tupa was in there. Right. The starting quarterback got injured, his backup quarterback was 4 of 11, and they had to put their punter in there, who was a quarterback as well. He was also their punter. Somehow, Bill Parcells figured out a way. The punter threw for 2 touchdown passes. With the punter in there, the Jets wound up scoring 28 points, not all with the punter. But they had 3 quarterbacks in there. They still scored 28 points with their punter in there. Their punter threw 2 touchdown passes. Jets almost won the football game with their punter. They lost 30-28 to the New England Patriots. Okay, 1999. Bill Parcells, he finds a way. They lost 30-28, but somehow he found a way with throwing the ball and all that. His punter threw 2 touchdown passes. We have a Hall of Fame quarterback here. Okay, who came and threw a touchdown pass. How can Bill Parcells find a punter that can throw 2? He's under center throwing passes. It wasn't like fake punt formation or anything like that. Let's call a fake punt. All right, Tommy. You get it. Make it look like you're going to punt, and then we're going to have so and so running down, and you throw a pass to him. No, he was under center or in the shotgun or getting passes in the offensive formation, throwing passes, and 2 of them went for touchdowns. Bill Parcells found a way with their punter. They scored 28 points in their home opener. Dustin Verdi, I think, got injured and he was out for the season. I think it was his name, maybe his ACL or it might have been his Achilles. I'm not sure, but he was out for the season. And Bill Parcells lost his starting quarterback, right? And make sure here. It just goes to show you. Adam Vinatieri even kicked in that game in 1999. Just goes to show you. Let's see here, the Jets. Okay, where are we at here? I think, right? Let me see here. Now, once again, it's Bill Parcells, right? But he testified he played 1 game. He hurt himself. Is his Achilles or is his knee? He was out the whole season, right? And with backup, with Ray Lucas, Rick Meyer, and Tommy Chupa as his quarterbacks, the Jets went 8-8. Now, they did have a their defense was apparently not that great, but they had a good running game. Okay, they had a very good running game, right? But I'm saying is that good quarterbacks find ways. You had backup quarterbacks in there, and they were still 8-8. We have a Hall of Fame quarterback in here, and we can't even find a way we can't even score 10 points, much less win a game. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I'm talking about one of the greatest coaches of all time. I get that. But see, good coaches find ways to win. Right? And Dable just finds more ways to lose. More excuses, more ways to lose, and all that. So let me show you this here. Let me share the screen. Share screen. All right. I'll go back to I got to change this up here. Back to 2014, and I'll show you. Okay. I got this the Daniel Jones here. All right, let's see. All right, so let me go back here. Whoops. All right, go to the Giants. I'll go back to 2014. Oh, I should go back to 2013. I'll show you the last time the Giants, and they lost, but they actually scored more than 20 points in a home opener. Okay, so. All right. They lost 41-23 to the Broncos. My God. Then we lost 38-0 to the Panthers, 31-7 to the Chiefs, 36-21, 27, and just straight trash. Absolute garbage. Started the season 0-6. Unbelievable. 2013. But our first game at home, we scored 23 points against the Broncos. 2013. That was the last time the Giants scored over 20 points in a home opener. So we got 2014. All right, here we go. This starts it off. First home, we lost 25-14 to the Cardinals. Okay. Go to 2015. Oh, well, I went the wrong way. Sorry. Next season, there we go, 2015. Against the Falcons at home. Scored 20 points. Okay. 24-20. Right. 2016. The Saints is when we won 16-13. It's when we won a lot of those close one-score games, but we won a tough one to the Saints here. Okay, 16-13. But still, home opener, we didn't score more than 20 points. Right, next season, 2017. Home opener to the Detroit Lions, we scored 10 points. Saquon is when we lost, I think it was 20-15 to the Jaguars. First game of the season, 20-15, we scored 15 points. It was a 58-yard run or something like that from Saquon for a touchdown, or else we would have only had like 9 points. It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. 2019. All right, this is Daniel Jones. Let's see, the first game at home, we lost to the Bills 28-14. All right, 2020. Then to the Joe Judge era here. First game at home, we lost 26-16 to the Steelers. We just looked like trash in that game. Absolutely horrible. 2021. Whoops. Lost at home to the Broncos, 27-13. We scored a touchdown as time expired. It was 27-7 with like 5 seconds to go in the game. We scored 7 points with like 5 seconds ago. Yeah, it's just unbelievable. Just straight trash. Absolute straight trash. 2022. All right. We beat the Panthers 19-16. Right. Next season, 2023. And of course, then we know we're 40-0 to the Cowboys. Right. 40-0 to the Cowboys. Next season, 2024. Lost 28-6 here to the Vikings. 28-6. And then, of course, this past season. Just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. 2014. Haven't scored more than 20 points in a home opener. And then, of course, now, it makes things even worse. So you look the last 3 seasons, right? With Brian Dable and company at the helm, right? And all, we've been scored 40-0, outscored. 40-0, 28-6, and now 22-9. So we've been outscored 90. Right, 90-15, 68, 7, 90-15. We've been outscored 90-15 in the last 3 home openers for the New York Giants. We scored in the last 3 home openers. We scored 1 touchdown. Brian Dable's been the head coach for all of them. He has no answer, and it was the same thing. The same thing, all 3 games, Whether it was 40-0, whether it was 28-6, or it was 22-9, it was just like, it's nothing. It was, the coaching was bad. It was just, nothing was good enough. Yeah, it just starts with me. It just, go kid. And that's all I can ever come up with. Same thing over and over. And somewhere along the line, it's going to be enough. Now it's going to be interesting to see. After the season's over with, does Dable go? Does Shane go? Does Shane and Dable go? Going to be interesting to see. But also going to be interesting to see, too, if this keeps up, because we got a very tough schedule. Very tough schedule. Newsflash, right? Giants have a very tough schedule. So, how bad is it going to be? How far into the season do some of these guys make it before they start going bye-bye? And if some of these guys do go bye-bye, who takes their place? Like if Dable goes, does Kafka take it? Because Kafka's the assistant head coach. Does he take over? Right. If we start getting some more, bad performances from the defense, does Bowen wind up going? If Bowen does wind up going, who takes his place? But it's just same old, same old. And we scored like 15, 16 points a game 2 years ago. 15 points a game, 16 points last year. I mean, what are we up to here? Well, only because we scored 37 points in one game. What, 43? We're up to 52 points, I guess. Yes, what is that, 17 points a game that we're up to? And it's only because we scored 37 in one. I mean, I don't think we're scoring 37 points against the Chargers, right? So just same thing over and over. It's like Groundhog's Day. Or, assuming, right? Or, insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Not going to happen.